Alright, we have a brand new TV box in the house, people. This one is called the Vontar KK Max. And you guys know that when they use the word Max in a TV box, it's usually the business. So quickly run through the specs. This box is powered by the Rockchip 3566. It's a quad core along with the Mali G5 II. You've got 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM with 128 gigs of internal storage. You can also get this in other variants, and the starting price is from £38. Now this box also has dual band Wi-Fi AC with gigabit LAN, Bluetooth 4.1, full Android 11, you've got HDMI 2.0 and it supports 4K HDR at 60 frames per second. Quick look at what you get inside the box. So user manual, HDMI cable, power supply, and the voltage is 5 volts 2 amps. You're getting a standard infrared remote control, which is also capable of controlling some TV functions. Instructions are on the back and it's powered by 2 AAA batteries. And the TV box itself. So the box is made from plastic and you've got this really nice graphic on the front which matches the graphic on the box. So I like where they're going design wise. LED display on the front, nothing on the side, and on the rear gigabit LAN, SPDIF audio. You've got a reset hole, HDMI 2.0, power socket, USB 2, USB 3 and a micro SD card slot. And that brings us back to the front of the box, and this is what the bottom of the box looks like. So without any further ado, I am going to get this hooked up to my TV and capture card, and we are going to find out exactly how good this TV box really is. I'll be right back. So first of all, I ran a boot up speed test, and this TV box took only 28 seconds to fully load the home screen from a cold start. And here is the home screen. It's a bit different than what we're used to. It's actually completely customizable. So you can hit any of the plus signs, select your favorite apps, and you can have them to appear in any order you like. So you can have the home screen exactly how you want it, including the bottom row too. So big fan of this level of customization. It's very convenient, isn't it? Now heading over to the main system settings, if we go to device preferences and check out the system storage info, you will see that this box has 128 gigs of internal storage, from which you have 114 gigs free to use. Now if we have a quick look in about, you will see that this box is indeed running full Android 11. Now there are a few extra features worth mentioning. Under advanced settings, you get performance dialog, which brings up a box showing you all your system metrics. You also have power key definition to define what the power button does every time you press it. And under more settings, you will find a root switch, which you can switch on and off as required. And you also have LED light control, so the brightness, speed and color of the LED light on the front can be adjusted, including the ability to switch it off completely. Here are all the apps available on this box as standard. I have not installed anything yet, and you have quite a few apps to get you started, including Chrome, RKMC, Netflix, YouTube, and the official Google Play Store, where you can download all your favorite games and apps. Now the first app we need to test is AirScreen, which is screen mirroring for your iOS devices. And I tested this out with my iPhone 13 Pro, and it was quick and easy to connect, and it worked very well with quite minimal lag. So now I'm going to play some 4K video samples from a USB drive, and I will be doing this with the included RKMC media player. So let's begin with the usual high bitrate Jellyfish demo, which is 160 megabits per second. And as you can see, it's playing nice and smooth. Now I've jumped straight to the 400 megabits per second file, and it's not as smooth as I would have liked it to be. It is slightly jittery. Next two clips are 4K 60 with HDR, although the HDR is not being picked up by this box. And you can clearly see this video without HDR does look quite dull, with lack of color and contrast. So this box can still handle 4K at 60 frames per second, but through the RKMC media player, the HDR was not picked up. Nevertheless, the box does play 4K 60 nice and smooth, so it still gets a pass. Alright, so let's move on to the YouTube test, and you can stream a maximum of 4K 60 on YouTube.
We were never given a chance to be anything more than criminals. But these are the cards we've been dealt, so we might as well play them.
You're ready to serve, soldier. to be nervous. No reason to be nervous. They're all the killers.
Physical coercion. You name it, I've probably done it.
Easy. So when do we start?
Yeah, put that in your ear.
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you. I'm sitting right next to you.
So that brings us to the Netflix test, and this box supports Netflix SD, so 480p max.
Bunu vebalini taşıyamayız.
And Amazon Prime Video also supports a maximum of SD quality streaming. Now Disney Plus comes pre-installed, but when you open it, you are prompted to update the app. If you select the Play Store, it shows it's not compatible and you cannot update it. If you select APK Pure, which also comes pre-installed, it will update Disney Plus, but then it crashes every time you try to open it. So Disney Plus is not working right. Looks like there is a compatibility issue, so not currently supported. So moving on now to the gaming test, and we are going to play a bit of PUBG Mobile. And you can see the maximum graphics supported is HD and maximum frame rate is high. So let's see how this plays. The PUBG Mobile is quite graphically demanding and is a good game to test out the system graphics performance. You can see the game plays and looks okay, although not as smooth as I would have liked. So this is what you can expect in terms of gaming performance. So for you advanced users, DRM Info shows Google Widevine Level 3. And here is CPU Z, so you can check out the clock speeds, and you can see it's running the Mali G5 too. This box is also running Android 11 and has a root switch in settings so you can decide whether your box is rooted or not. And in the Wi-Fi speed test, we got download speeds of 61 and upload speeds of 18 megabits per second. And this is typically the top speeds we achieve in our office. And here are the results for the internal disk speed test. We achieved 114 megabytes per second read and 102 megabytes per second write. So that brings us to our benchmarks, beginning with Geekbench multi-core score of 232, and in the Antutu benchmark test, we achieved 79K. So let's see how this compares with the others. So here is my top Android TV box chart for 2022, showing you the latest TV boxes and seeing how they compare with each other. The ranking is based on benchmarks, but you can see my rating out of 5 color-coded to let you know what I think of the box. So the Vontar KK Max has taken position 13 on this chart with a benchmark score of 79K, and I have rated this box 3.5 out of 5. Now you can view the full versions of all my charts online at chixtech.com and read them at your leisure. So there you have it guys, that was the Vontar KK Max. So here are my thoughts with my pros and cons. You are getting Android 11 with some customization options and a root switch. System UI is also quite customizable, which is great. Build quality, LED lights is all very good. You're getting decent Wi-Fi and gigabit LAN and micro SD expansion. This does support 4K 60 from USB and YouTube, although no HDR support. So colors contrast do look a bit out. Also, no navigation status bar, no Miracast, only SD quality streaming in Netflix and Prime, and Disney Plus was not supported. Also, sad to see there is only one USB 3 port. So rather than give us one USB 2 and one USB 3, just give us 2 USB 3 ports. That would have been more useful. So overall, decent specs and performance. It is what it is, and you can see there are quite a few cons there to consider for the price. That was my overall experience with the Vontar KK Max. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you haven't already, then go ahead and hit and tap a few things for me. That's the like, sub, bell icon, and go ahead and follow on socials. Meanwhile, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.